Hello and welcome to Lightningscape. As always, we have 16 trucks here to battle it out for a racing champion in order to make it into the finals. Anyway, we have 3 different kinds of Blue Thunders here, and of course we will have them all battle it out for a winner. Anyway, here's a quick demonstration as to how the track will work. Here we have your World Finals competitor, Blue Thunder. They didn't win anything, but they will demonstrate for us how the track will work. So each truck will start at a starting line, and they will immediately have to make a turn as soon as they come off of the line, at which point one of them will have to make this jump, the other will drive under the truck, and from there these trucks will have to make yet another turn into the other driver's starting area, make yet another turn immediately after. They will do that one more time, and so basically they will do 2 laps. And of course whoever gets to the finish line first will be the winner. So with that out of the way, let's get on to our first competitors of round number 1. Up first we have Octanator and Enforcer. Alright, both trucks are making the next turn, so that way they can finish this first lap. Lap 1 is complete, so now it's time for lap 2, which will be the final lap of the race. Octanator seems to be a little bit ahead of Enforcer here. Down to the final stretch, and it will be Enforcer who takes the win for round 1. Up next we have Blue Thunder versus Axe. Blue Thunder seems to have a slight lead over Axe for the moment. Alright, the first lap is complete, so now there's only one more to go. Axe seems to be catching up a little bit to Blue Thunder. Final turn here, who's it gonna be? It'll be Blue Thunder who takes the win as he rolls it over. Up next we have the Destroyer against KFA2. Destroyer bumping into the dirt ramp there. Let's see if that'll hurt the run here. Destroyer seems to be a little bit ahead, if not about neck and neck with KFA2. The Destroyer seems to have pulled ahead now, for sure. But there's still more of the track to go. And the Destroyer has been your winner. Up next is Tropical Thunder and Northern Nightmare. Northern Nightmare seems to be maintaining the lead for now. It's all down to the final turn here. Northern Nightmare is currently ahead. And it will be Northern Nightmare who takes the win for this round. Up next is the Liberator against Kamikaze. The Liberator seems to be ahead, but will Kamikaze catch up? Alright, it's down to the final stretch here. The Liberator seems to have a very noticeable lead against Kamikaze. And it will be the Liberator who takes the win for round one. Up next is Maximum Destruction against El Toro Loco. El Toro Loco going a little bit diagonally across the jump there. El Toro Loco seems to be catching up to Maximum Destruction. Will Maximum Destruction be able to maintain his lead? Down to the final stretch of track here. Into the final turn. Maximum Destruction's in a little bit of trouble, and El Toro Loco will take the win. As Maximum Destruction pulls off a bit of a bicycle. Up next we have Gravedigger against the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Heading into lap number 2, Blue Thunder seems to have the lead. Grazier seems to be catching up slightly, but will it be enough? Into the final turn here, Blue Thunder seems to be ahead. And the Built for Tough Blue Thunder will take the win for round 1. And our final competitors for round 1 is Blue Thunder Overcast and Donkey Kong. Into the final stretch here for these two trucks. Donkey Kong seems to have the lead. And it will be Donkey Kong who wins round 1. Alright, here we have the bracket leading into round number 2. With half the field gone, the other half has to now battle it out for their spot for the championship. Who's it gonna be? Well, take your bets now, because we are gonna move on to round number 2. Up next, we have Blue Thunder versus Enforcer. Off the starting line they go. Blue Thunder seems to have a bit of a lead over Enforcer so far. Blue Thunder having a bit of trouble coming off the ramp. Looks like they're still able to make the turn, although that seems to have given Enforcer some time to catch up. Into the final turn here. And it's going to be Enforcer who takes the win. Up next we have Northern Nightmare and the Destroyer. Northern Nightmare seems to have the lead so far, leading into this initial turn. Northern Nightmare still has a fairly significant lead over the Destroyer. Into the final chunk of the track for these two trucks. Into the turn. And it will be the Destroyer who takes the win. A little bit of a comeback there for Destroyer. And, well, now he's back on all four tires, so let's move on to the next competitors. Up next is El Toro Loco and the Liberator. El Toro Loco having a little bit of trouble off the ramp. Seems like a lot of people are having trouble with that ramp this round. Both trucks seem to be fairly close to each other. Although El Toro Loco does seem to have the lead over the Liberator. Both trucks entering the final turn. Who's it gonna be? It will be El Toro Loco for the win. And finally for round 2, it's Donkey Kong and the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. Donkey Kong seems to have the slight leads for the moment. Into the final stretch of track these two trucks go. Blue Thunder seems to have the lead for the moment. Into the final turn. And it's going to be the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder who will move on. Here we have the bracket leading into the next round. Once again, even more trucks have been eliminated. Out of these 4, we're going to have 2 move on to the finals, and from there, only 1 will move on to the big finals at the end of the year. So, let's move on to the next competitors. Up first is Enforcer versus Destroyer. Enforcer a little bit squirrely coming down that straightaway. They still seem to maintain their distance with the Destroyer. In fact, they seem to have pulled ahead slightly. Both trucks entering their final stretch of track here. Both trucks seem to be fairly even with each other heading into the final turn. And it's going to be Enforcer who takes the win and will move on to the final round. And finally we have El Toro Loco versus Blue Thunder. El Toro Loco seems to have the lead so far. El Toro Loco still maintaining their lead over the Built Ford Tough Blue Thunder. El Toro Loco having a little bit of problem with the ramp there. But both trucks are entering their final turns. El Toro Loco still with the lead. And El Toro Loco will move on to the final round as well. Over here on the left side of the stadium, we have your World Finals Freestyle Champion, Enforcer. Last time they won a big racing event was their entrance into the World Finals, and their competitor on the other side is El Toro Loco. Once again, another World Finals competitor, although this time with a different set of wheels. Let's see who's it's going to be. Enforcer and El Toro Loco, one of them will return to the World Finals from here. Who's it gonna be? Enforcer went up on 3 wheels into the turn. Both trucks still seem to be fairly fast, although Enforcer seems to have the slight lead. Both trucks entering their final stretch of track here. Enforcer with the lead over El Toro Loco into the final turn. And it will be Enforcer who takes the win for racing. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, Enforcer here is your racing champion and will thus move on to the finals once again. This time they beat their previous racing competitor, Kamikaze, who got to the finals. But let's see if Kamikaze will join them once again, this time through a freestyle. Seemed like Enforcer took a bit of a victory lap, although they seem to be in a bit of trouble. And off goes their wheel. Let's hope they can get that repaired in time for freestyle. Speaking of freestyle, I will see you once again in freestyle.